Our emotions leave imprints on others. And when I think about that, it just blows my mind at how powerful we actually are. In today's short video, I'm going to be talking about this and how to avoid living in sloppy emotions. Are you ready? Let's go. Welcome back. My name is Dom and I help people to step into their truth and power. Emotions. We all have them. And when they feel good, it is so awesome. But man, when they don't, life just feels so hard. And more often than not, when it gets hard, we tend to become sloppy in our emotions. You know those times that you've become angry with others, or have said or done things that you've later regretted. At some point, we've all experienced the feeling of hopelessness or negativity take over. And perhaps you've even gone out into the world and shared those negative emotions and feelings in search of someone else to justify how you're feeling. But when we're not mindful of how we are expressing ourselves, we become emotionally sloppy. And whether we want to hear that or not, the truth is, our sloppy emotions leave imprints on other people. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want to leave those kinds of imprints on other people, even unintentionally. So it's important to understand, why did emotion evolve in the first place? Sometimes, especially to some emotionally neglected people, emotions feel like a burden. I mean, wouldn't it be better if we didn't have to feel sad when we had a conflict with a friend, or angry when someone cuts us off in traffic, or anxious before a job interview or before a breakup with a partner? On the surface, maybe it would seem easier if we didn't have to feel those things. But my belief is that if we didn't have emotions, life would not be better. In fact, it would not only be harder, it would actually not be sustainable. Emotion is necessary for survival. When you look at the word emotion, it stands for energy in motion. Energy is flowing through us for a reason. Emotions, energy in motion within us, tells us when we are in danger. They tell us when to run, when to fight, and what is worth fighting for. Emotions are our body's way of communicating with us and driving us to do things. For every emotion, there is a purpose, a positive intention and purpose. Emotions are incredibly useful tools that help us to adapt, to survive, and to thrive. People who are emotionally intelligent and conscious are able to overcome extremely challenging, even fearful situations, and often they are seen as dynamic leaders that experience tremendous success because they are able to see things and respond to things at a higher level of consciousness than most others would perceive. On the other hand, people who are emotionally challenged, or maybe who were emotionally neglected, were trained to try to erase, deny, or push underground their emotions, and in some cases even be ashamed of this valuable built-in feedback system. Because they're choosing to deny and not listen to their emotions, they are operating at a significant disadvantage. Pushing away this vital source of information makes you vulnerable and so much less productive. It also makes it so much harder to experience life to its fullest because we're constantly, seemingly fighting against the very thing we need to allow ourselves to experience. We try to use logic to solve heart-related matters, and that almost never works. And if it does work, it requires so much focus, energy, and attention that we burn ourselves out. Emotions do more, though, than drive us just to do things. They also feed the human connection, the human spirit that gives life the depth and richness that makes it all so worthwhile. It is this depth, and richness that I believe that provides the best answer to the question, what is the meaning of life? Emotional connections to others help us stave off feelings and emptiness, as well as that feeling that we're just living in a humdrum existence. If you have spent a lifetime not trusting or trying to deny your natural biological emotional responses, you may at times feel disconnected, empty, or unfulfilled in life. Some of the people who you love may find you distant or self-contained and even sometimes even arrogant or impatient. You may even find yourself irritable, impatient, or angry more often than you would like. When we become this way, when we become irritable and impatient and angry and start blowing up at everything and everybody around us, this is when we begin getting sloppy in our emotions. And that is the time to then ask yourself, first, in my sloppy emotions, what imprints am I leaving on others? Are those the kinds of imprints I want to consciously choose to leave on other people? And if not, begin getting really curious by asking, what is it that you need to think, feel, or believe in order to begin shifting from having sloppy emotions into living more consciously? So I'm curious. What situations tend to trigger you into experiencing sloppy emotions? Share that in the comments below because I want to support and encourage you so that you can begin living more consciously. And if you found this video helpful and would like even more support in helping you to live more deliberately, I invite you to join my brand new free online community, Pro Empowerment Online. I'm sharing valuable content in the newsfeed of that community each week, but even more, you'll have the ability to join in the conversation in a place where we can share freely with like-minded people without feeling judged or being shut down or censored for your beliefs. To join me in the community, it's 100% free. Just click on the Pro Empowerment Online link that I've put in the comments and description box below, and I look forward to connecting with you in the community. And with that, I'd like to thank you for joining me today. I love that you're here with me today watching this video, and until I get to connect with you again for my next video, stay well, stay healthy, and stay empowered.